Hi, groovy people. It's me, Zen Jen. Got my gurus here in the room, and I just want to do a little short thing on peace because I do a lot of peace and love kind of things. These are just affirmations because it's not that Zen Jen is always peaceful, and I want to talk a little bit about what I want to teach parents, um, families, people in general that I've learned from my gurus. And I think that's really the Zen Jen way is what have I learned in this whole process of my life being pretty intensified since the moment I had babies. And number one is trust yourself. Number two, it's okay to set boundaries without being angry. And number three, accept what's going on and be present and move forward and forgive as quickly as possible. So that's kind of a complex one. So in my lifetime, I just want to talk about my life. And I have a pretty whacked out childhood experience. I had a beautiful, beautiful family. And I have a beautiful, beautiful family. And it's not like we're kind of like your average, I suppose, American family that we watched a lot of I watched a lot of TV growing up. My mom worked. Um, Justin's laughing. He's happy. That was a happy one. My dad was an alcoholic and recovered in the middle of my life, or like in my early teens. And let's see. And I was adopted by my birth mom's half sister and joined a family of 5 kids already, so I'm number 6. So geez, like, but I would say that throughout my life, because can you please bring the dog or the dog? And we have a dog that needs very needy sometimes. Anyway, I don't. Bottom line is, I wasn't really taught as a child because I was very expressive and also had some pretty interesting like dynamics, So I really wasn't told a lot. I was very curious, had a ton of questions, and I feel like perhaps my curiosity, my boundary setting, and my inner trust. And here comes the dog. Was hello baby. Hello. Um, my inner trust was not developed, I don't think, as a child. I think I had a lot of doubts and wasn't really shown a model of setting good boundaries personally without being angry. And so for most of my life, I thought I had to, please stop, turn that off. Thank you. For most of my life, I felt like I had to be angry in order to set boundaries, or I had to like give everyone like so many chances, which is kind of ridiculous. I would know and trust myself earlier in life, but then as I got older, as most women do, perhaps men too. I don't know what it's like to be a man, but I understand that our culture tends to decrease our inner ability to hear our soul telling us what is for the greater good. And it's for the greater good to trust yourself because there is um, so much empowerment with that to take responsibility for your own actions and for your own who you are, know yourself, and your own capacities. And I'm not saying I don't lose my temper. Um, I don't throw mommy tantrums now because sometimes those boundaries are pushed, and I feel like I have to be angry to set them. And so I do get angry. And but I wanted to share with other parents that a lot of times we apologize for knowing the law and for asking for the best for our kids, and the school system and many other cultural um, entities require us to feel guilty or to give second chances to things that don't deserve second chances. And throughout my life, I've developed the ability to now make healthy boundaries. Um, and not be too attached to what other people are, whether they're going to approve me or not, whether they're going to agree with me. It still feels a little odd sometimes to be judged because, being judged is something to grow up with, and it's how you are molded in a way. And so I'm judgmental, and I have a fear of being judged. But I'm saying that as I grow better into who Jen is, due to my gurus and all of my life experience and all my teachers, which are sometimes the most difficult people I've had in my life, I developed me. And the more comfortable I get with me, the better my decision making is, the better my advocacy is for my family, the better I can help other people. So, with all of these distractions, that's my message today is, what did I say? Set boundaries without being angry, trust yourself, and be able to forgive and be accepting of the moment and move forward with forgiveness. That part is pretty tricky because forgiving gives this illusion of giving a second chance to people who have crossed your boundaries. That's not necessarily the case. That forgiveness means to let go of it in yourself, let go of the outcome, let go of whether they live their life in a way that is acceptable to you, and keep the boundary. It's important to know your own spatial capacity. And here comes all the lights are being turned off. Justin does not like lights on. So that means it's almost time for us to say goodbye. But I just wanted to put out those important messages, and I hope I can be a part of teaching more people these things, earlier in life. And I didn't start really setting boundaries in a healthy way until I was about 38 years old. And so the potential for change is always there. So I wish you the best, peace, and love. Awesome.